impression.com.
I see my name in shining lights, yeah, a different city every night. Oh, I swear the world better prepare for when I'm a billionaire.
It's time to get down to business on the weekend's #1 business program. Known as the King of Networking, your host, Shalom Klein, has worked with thousands of entrepreneurs and created countless jobs. So, to success. Let's get down to business.
And indeed, we are all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And business, we talk a lot about business here. You're on with Get Down to Business, and I'm your host, Shalom Klein. Remember, you can always download podcasts from Get Down to Business on my website at shalomklein.com. And while you are there, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Shalom Klein. It's going to be a jam-packed week. Jam-packed week of content and information that you won't want to miss. It's a live show. You can call into this beautiful studio here in Elk Grove Village at 312-642-5600. And don't forget to contact our sponsors at Tandem HR, your solution center. You can visit their brand new website and, frankly, very informative blog at tandemhr.com, or give them a call for a free consultation, 630-928-0510. So first up on the program, I'm thrilled to be joined by Melissa Schwass. In addition to her role as Senior Project Manager at the Burwood Group, Melissa has helped train the next generation of women in STEM fields as the volunteer director for Chick Tech. Melissa, welcome to the program.
Hi, Shalom. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, Melissa, you are quite the expert, and you have assembled quite the team of experts at the Burwood Group. Tell us a little bit of the history of the organization.
Yeah, absolutely. So Burwood Group, been around for a while now, about 200 or so employees here. So mid-sized IT consulting firm. So if your company can't solve your IT problems, that's where we come in. And Burwood's a great organization to work for. It's actually in my 10 plus years of working in IT, it's the first company I've actually worked for direct female leadership. So we have some strong female leaders here, and Burwood truly walks the walk and encourages females to pursue other avenues and develop their craft, if you will.
And I know that's a passion of yours. So Burwood Group is a Chicago-based company?
Correct. They are a Chicago-based company. I know I'm in Denver here, but we do have regions in the heartland of the nation, if you will, as well as California and a few other locations. So definitely trying to tackle that nationwide landscape.
Absolutely. So in this day and age, we continue to hear of obviously the ever-changing evolution of technology and how technology is both impacting companies in positive ways as well as creating potentially challenges as well. A sort of a loaded question, but where do you see technology, specifically as it relates B2B, companies working with other companies, that's to exclude companies servicing individuals and consumers, where do you see it going over the next 10 years?
Yeah, I think it's going to evolve at a quicker rate than we've seen in the past, just as technology is evolving. So I think it's important for companies such as Burwood's doing is to capture that female audience, because over 50% of college graduates are females, but only 28% of females obtain computer science degrees. So there's definitely some discrepancies there. So if we empower that lost demographic, then we can definitely tackle on some larger scale problems.
Yeah, that's it's fascinating, and it's good to hear that positive outlook, which is great. So specifically, Burwood Group, what kind of companies are you working with? What's the ideal profile of an organization that would benefit from outsourcing their IT needs to your fantastically talented team?
Yeah, so Burwood traditionally has targeted the healthcare vertical. So we have a great team of nurses, doctors, just personnel focused on developing healthcare as it relates to technology, but also developing their processes. But we've branched out to that. So we're not vertically focused at this point. So we focus on helping education, helping manufacturing, helping businesses across the nation, and specifically in Chicago, really be able to help develop and grow their businesses. So whether or not you're a small business all the way to enterprise level, we really don't exclude anybody.
And anybody who is a regular listener to this program knows how frequently we talk about workplaces and how we talk about industries and the demographics in terms of jobs. Melissa, I know that you are very, very passionate, as I am, about making sure that more women are given the opportunities, the same opportunities as men. But you've actually taken it a step further. You're really starting at trying to make sure that the young girls, young women are being exposed to STEM education at an early age. I'm curious where this passion of yours developed from. Why do you put so much time into this? And of course, I'm curious to hear about some of those efforts and undertakings.
Yes, I have a unique background. So ironically enough, my parents encouraged me to pursue engineering in my college aged years, but I thought I was terrible at math and science. And that's a common theme amongst these younger females, is they think they're terrible at math and science. And countless times I've sat in the room where I'm the only female, and I'm sure many of your listeners out there have had similar experiences. So if we get hands-on learning where these girls build or code apps or build robots, they can see that, hey, it's not so hard. Yes, there'll be challenges, but you have a network of strong female leaders there to help you and hone your craft. And it's really, really cool. And in 4 years, college graduates that are actually entering school now, there will be jobs out there created that we can't even imagine. So we really need to make sure that we're empowering our youth and our future for tomorrow.
That's fantastic. And it sounds like obviously the Burwood Group has given you quite the opportunity to be able to put the time into this, but also it sounds like it's something that has resonated, and certainly in your office out in Denver, but throughout Burwood Group around the country, that culture is certainly coming through. Speaking of the Burwood Group and careers, you're a decent-sized operation. Are there job opportunities that we can make our listeners aware of?
Absolutely. Feel free to check out burwoodgroup.com or burwood.com, or check out LinkedIn. Definitely looking for young associates who are looking to get into technology or consulting. We will pave the way for you and give you the tools to learn your craft. And we're also looking for senior individuals or just people looking to help other companies grow.
That's fantastic. And what about partners? I know that in the world of technology, and I certainly can't claim to be an expert in all areas, that you fill a very important void in terms of helping companies and organizations outsource, frankly, something that they should not be handling in-house. They can often save money. They could often do a better job. But you are not the only solution, and it sounds like you recognize that. Tell us about some of the partners, other companies, other technology organizations that you are often working with.
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually work with some big names in the industry. So we're partnered with Cisco, Palo Alto, EMC, NetApp, a various slew of cloud technologies out there. So in partnering with those large enterprise firms, we can capture the smaller audiences that they may not be able to serve.
Interesting. And you've specifically highlighted healthcare, but if you don't mind, give us an example of a company or organization that you've been able to really help them perhaps reduce costs, but also improve their operations. All right, you can mention names if you'd like, but I'm curious to hear an example.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you check out burwood.com, there's definitely a slew of use cases and white papers. But we've helped hospitals improve processes in order to provide better patient care and help them evolve technology on wheels in order to get to those front live patients in order to increase care and decrease amounts of wait time. And we also help Fortune 100 manufacturing organizations implement change control and streamline their processes, as well as upgrade their existing and legacy technologies. So we're not just technology-based. We want to make sure the customer has a good experience, as well as help them improve their overall processes.
Well, Melissa Schwass, thank you so much for sharing all of those examples. Such great information. I do hope that our listeners will get in touch with your team. What is the best way to learn more? I know you have a fantastic website with lots of information about those careers. Is that where we should send our listeners to?
Absolutely. Check out burwood.com or check out LinkedIn as well. We're always making sure that's up to date, and we're definitely looking for bright young talent.
That's fantastic. Burwood.com. Melissa Schwass, thank you so much for joining us on the air tonight. We hope that we can use you potentially to bring on some of your fantastic subject matter experts that are so knowledgeable because we know technology is such a major part of this ever-changing business climate. So we appreciate your time.
No, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, coming up after the break, we're going to talk more about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. We will be we have a lot of great guests on the program. In fact, later on in the program, I'm joined here in studio by the wonderful team of the National Discourse. We'll be talking about politics. We'll be talking about what real news looks like, not fake news. And as always, you could get on my website, shalomklein.com. That's where you could download podcasts from Get Down to Business, including our conversations this week, and find out a sneak peek of who's going to be on next week on the show, all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. And as always, be sure to contact our wonderful sponsors, Tandem HR, Your Solution Center. Check them out online, tandemhr.com, or give them a call, 630-928-0510. Got to take a really quick break right now, but we're going to be back in just a moment with some fantastic guests. You don't want to miss it. Show all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. Get Down to Business returns in just a moment.
How can you